Hey,
Hey,
Bunmi, I see
oh,
you.
we did it. And I can hear
Hey,
you. Yay.
all right, let's do it.
Awesome. Hey, William Damani King is on here. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's in
He
Panama.
said, "What's up, bro?"
He's in
Oh,
Panama.
okay.
The
Oh,
money
Damani.
initiative.
Okay, gotcha. I remember him. Hey, Garland. Oh, so we got people joining. Okay, guys. Well, we are live. This is Boomy. I'm here in Maryland, and my dad is there in South America. And we got some great things to talk to you about tonight. Guys, listen up. This is so crucial. Hey, Cass, we're talking about something that everybody needs to put on the top of their mind. And what's that, Daddy?
Well, Bunmi, it is. Don't wait until it's too late. I just got off of a call, and they were talking about how important it is to take care of your health. How important
Mm-hmm.
it's so important that you understand that because you feel okay or you have gone to the doctor, last week or last month, and you just assuming that you're okay. Uh, the guy gave 4 or 5 illustrations that his friends, these are his personal friends, that he felt okay, and within 1 week he had a heart attack and died.
Wow.
Another female friend, she felt something, and then they checked it with some blockage in her neck, and before they could remove the blockage, it moved, and she went into a coma, and she died.
Wow.
So
Wow.
what we were talking about is that uh, primarily we're talking about heart disease. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the world, not just in the U.S., but in the world. And we need to just be as conscious as we can and take responsibility for ourselves, so we can live a longer, a healthier life. Uh, Many years ago, probably 30, I started to understand about health and taking responsibility for my health. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I was like so many people, I have some kind of health issue. I would say I ship myself to the doctor and say, Doctor, I'm sick, fix me. And that don't work. I never got fixed. I stayed sick. And after I
Wow.
changed my philosophy on that, I very rarely ever get sick because I'm always giving myself a physical every day, just checking how I feel. If something is out of sync, it becomes priority to fix it and get it right. Now, having said that, uh, absolutely doctors have a place, but so many times we just look at doctors like they're God, and they're not. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
are other human beings, and at the end of the day, uh, I mean, they're not going to feel your pain. And if you check out, it's going to be your loss or your loved ones. So what we want to do is encourage people to really, my term is to take responsibility for your health. You can start
Yeah.
to do that. It may be foreign to some people, but you are really responsible for you, not the doctor.
Absolutely. And, I'm 48 now, and even though I've been health conscious for a long while, I I'm really into feeling good. And so that helps me to make better food choices because I'm like, I know if I eat this piece of fried chicken, I'm not going to be feeling as good as I feel right now. If I eat this donut, it may make me sleepy or cause XYZ thing to happen in me. And so I'm feeling good. I want to stay feeling good. So that helps me to make the better food choices, to eat something fresh, to eat something live, to eat something that's going to build my body up instead of tearing it down. So we're talking today, guys, about being proactive with our health. We need to be serious about this. We need to be telling the world more and our friends, our families, our loved ones about just take responsibility for our own health. So that's what we're talking about tonight, because this is serious. It's as serious as a heart attack, which we're working on preventing.
Absolutely, absolutely, Bunmi. Um, do we want to get into more of what was on the call tonight about the particular product that has helped, I forget his name, that has helped him to absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, clear and clean out his arteries. He's so sure that if it wasn't for that particular product, he wouldn't be talking to us, tonight.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about it. And the reason why he's sure is because he actually had his calcium score numbers. I mean, when he went to the doctors, when he could hardly walk to the mailbox, when he had his pain in his arm, and they said your calcium score is at 800, I mean he had severe blockages. And they told Randy Steen, they said, you need to stay here, get yourself checked in, and have this heart procedure. And he said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the natural way. And anybody else would have, the doctors probably thought he was crazy. But luckily, he got a call from Shelly Faree, and Shelly told him about the organic greens, the Thrive organic greens that actually act like a roto-rooter to clear out the arteries. So I know you were really impressed, and you came into Laura Life International because of the detox tea, but now you're learning more about the Thrive. So what is impressing you about the Thrive?
Well, I'm very impressed with the Thrive because it's been probably 20 years ago that I started to understand the value of greens, broad leafy greens. Boom, if I had to, there's only two foods that I could eat. Broad leafy greens would be number one, and beans would be number two. But
Really? Okay.
yes, I came in because you and the company opened up Panama and Colombia, and I got 30 years experience at this, and I decided, well, I got the time, I know how to build teams, and getting excited about the work ethic of the people here in Colombia. This should be a really nice venture. But in terms of the greens, yes, I've been doing greens for years. I mean, green like barley greens and different kinds of greens. But the more I hear about the greens, the thrive that Law Life is doing, and understanding what uh, Randy is talking about, uh, I'm quite excited about that because I know heart disease is the number one killer in the world. And if there is a product that people can take to clear
Mm-hmm.
out their arteries, we need to tell everybody about that particular product. And Randy is so passionate. I mean, he's a living example. I mean, he said he's he's a living example, but it could have gone the other way had he not found Thrive.
Mm, wow, wow. And this is so serious. I mean, I don't want people to take this information lightly. We all can think of people in our family who, like Dr. Darrell, for example, his aunt just last year, she had, I don't think it was even a year ago, had a physical. Doctor said, oh, you're fine. About 4 months ago, they said, oh, you got cancer, and now she just died the other day. So it's like everybody says they're okay until they're not. Everybody says they're okay until they're not. So what I want to do, again, for me, I'm like, man, I'm on this nutrition thing. I know that's how the body heals itself. It heals itself through nutrients. And I learned about, it was in 2004, the importance of minerals, and how even if we try to eat healthy, guys, we cannot eat enough salads to give our body the nutrition that it needs to stay disease free, because the soil is so depleted. If the soil had the minerals in it that it had hundreds of years ago, then yeah, we could stay healthy just from our food. Of course, the food is very important, but we've got to supplement. because an apple today may look like an apple did 200 years ago, but it's not the same. It's void of any substantial nutritional content, especially when we're talking about getting it from the grocery stores here in America. I know when you had me in Panama, fruit was tasting different than it tastes when I buy it here at the grocery store. But I'm telling you guys, we must supplement with nutrition that's going to help us to stay disease free because the soil is so depleted of its mineral content. Back in 19, I think it was 36, Senate document 264 said the soils were 95% depleted back then. So we know it hasn't gotten any better. It's gotten worse. So this is why we're sending out these admonitions to everybody. Come on, guys, put a greater importance on being proactive. Anything you want to add to that?
Well, yeah, what I want to add to that is that, you know, we're talking about the food we eat, and then that leads to toxicity. This is why we have the tea that's going to actually clean you out on the inside. Well, I mean, we're so concerned, and we should be concerned about being clean on the outside. But guys, it's more important to be clean on the inside. And the food that we eat, the environment that we live in, the pollution, and all these things, as hard as you try to be clean inside, just living, you're going to get toxic. So the combination, Boomy, of using the Dr. Miller's detox tea to get what I call get out the bad stuff and put the good stuff in. Get in the tea will get out the bad stuff, and the Thrive greens will put the good stuff in. I mean, with that combination, you will improve your health. So you have to take that responsibility. You got to do the research. You got to figure out what's going to work for you. Uh, Everything that the doctors tell us, sometimes we don't get the results. And so many times we get, the medication and they have side effects. They, sometimes they're toxic. So number one, take responsibility for your health.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to require you to do some research. It's going to require you to be just simply more responsible. Not taking things for granted. Uh, uh, don't wait until it's too late. Start now.
Mm.
Start today because it could be too late tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that's such truth that you said right there. I'm sitting here thinking about like for me, cancer was always something that I said I want to protect myself from, keep my cells healthy. I don't want to ever have cancer, so I was working towards staying disease free there. I never until like last year I wasn't thinking about this heart thing. I just took for granted like my heart was healthy. I didn't really think about what is the nutrition that would help to keep my arteries clear. And then I started hearing more and more about heart disease and cancer being like running neck and neck. And then I heard that heart disease overtook cancer as being the number one disease that people die from in this country. And then I started hearing about so many people, even women in their 50s, dropping dead from heart attacks. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why wouldn't I pay greater attention to that part of my body as well? So in drinking the Thrive, not only does it taste great for greens, I mean, I feel good that I'm doing something to actually keep my arteries clear. I've heard so many people getting on statin and drugs. If your parents are on statin drugs, guys, please do what you can to get them off, because one of the things that these Thrive organic greens do, that helps with the inflammation in the body. And so it's not the cholesterol that's the problem. It's the inflammation in our body and the blockages that are the problem. So if you open up the arteries, the cholesterol can flow through. And we need the cholesterol for our brains. There is a correlation between statin drugs and Alzheimer's, because as you or your parents use those statin drugs, it takes the cholesterol away from the brain, and it needs that. And so oftentimes that's where Alzheimer's comes from. So focus on not not getting the cholesterol out, but keeping the arteries open so the cholesterol can flow through. It's very, very important, guys. So these are issues that we must continue talking about. These are issues that we must do something about. Don't sit idly by and just be like, oh, well, this is what it is. No, we can do something about this. We can save lives. We can extend our life. We can help people to have a better quality of life. We need to be more serious about this health thing. Any last closing words? Hey, Damani is asking, what is the name of the product? I posted thrive.3stepcarbonus.com. That's a video so you can look at the Thrive. I'll post a link so you can see the video on the T too. You have any products in front of you there so people can see them, what you're talking about?
I have a picture of the product. I have the tea. Can it?
All right. So 2 tea bags makes a gallon, guys.
Yeah. And can you see this? This is a picture of 3 of the products. The tea,
So you got
the Thrive, and the O2.
Gotcha. Awesome. Next time we'll show you all the physical products there. Hey, Michael Sharp, he's into health and fitness and nutrition. He knows the real deal. He says, preach it, sister. You know, we got to get that inflammation out of the body. The Thrive Greens alkalizes the body too. Before we got the tea, people were losing weight with the Thrive. And because that alkalizes the body and that helped people to release the fat. And now with this tea, I mean, this isn't just about colon cleansing. This is cleansing the major organs: liver, colon, gallbladder, kidneys, spleen. It just does so much. And the other thing I'm hearing, people are reporting not just weight loss in inches. I mean, their belly is flattening out. It's helping with digestive issues. What are some of the other things on the back of that card?
Well, one of the things I'm hearing about, Bunmi, is people are having a lot more energy. That's the big one. Let me see what else we have. Okay, so some of the other things in terms of the tea, reduce stress, reduce the risk of cancer, prevent cardiovascular disease. This is what we're talking about: cardiovascular disease. Help to combat aging, aid in weight loss, prevent wrinkles. I mean, booming, the list goes on and on and on. Remove parasites.
Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Guys, you gotta detox. You gotta clean out the worms, the parasites. A lot of people with vegetarians think they don't have parasites. Everybody can get parasites, guys. You got to get those things out because they cause really bad things to happen in the body as well.
Well, Bunmi, I think we need to close out now. But in closing, I just simply want to say to everybody, number one, guys, it's you. So you take responsibility for your health. I mean, it's not easy to stay well, but obviously it's worth it. So do your homework, do your research, but above all, get the information and find out what products you need to help you. Number one, keep your heart healthy, because that's the number one killer, not just in the U.S. boom. That's the number one killer around the world. You know,
wow.
Cancer is a close second, but heart disease is number one. And then we got obesity that's growing like crazy, and diabetes and all of those. But number one, let's work on number one today.
All right, all right. Hey, Damani says, muchas gracias for the info. Hey, All right, Damani, you are welcome. You're welcome. Guys, spread this information around. We're going to be having more health conversations. I'm on a crusade. My dad has been on his health crusade for 30 years. This is what he loves to do, what he loves to talk about, and loves to live. And we want to encourage everyone else to step their health game up. This is serious. Step up your health game. And if you want to get in touch with my dad, inbox him, Zik Stewart. Become his friend on Facebook, Stewart, Zik Stewart, all the way from Cali, Colombia, in South America. I think I'm gonna have to take a trip there sometime this summer.
Absolutely. Come, the weather is next to perfect. And for my friends here in Colombia, you can reach me at 300-597-8085.
Awesome. Hey, if I don't come to Colombia this summer, you're just gonna have to meet me in South Africa in September because Jackie and that team, South Africa, they aren't playing. They're working on getting people there healthy, spreading the word, helping people to make money and increase their income. And so plan that trip right now. Put it on your schedule for September. I'm serious. I want you to go with me.
Hey, Boomer, you haven't said nothing but a word. I'm way
Okay.
overdue. I'm way overdue to go back to the motherland. You know, your mother and I, we got married in Africa. We spent our honeymoon there, and that was that was yesterday. But I'm ready to go back today. So you,
Oh,
I'm, I'm packing my bags now.
all right, all right, all right. All my friends out there in South Africa, where are you at? Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, wherever. Wherever you are, meet us in September. We're going to be meeting Jackie and Gomesi. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. And she's an awesome, awesome leader spreading this message of this detox tea and the Thrive and everything there in South Africa. So we're going to go there to celebrate you guys. So keep building wherever you are across the country. Keep spreading the word on this. Keep helping lots of people. And we'll see you at the top. Thanks, Daddy. See you later.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye. Click in live. And I'm Xing out. See you guys. Bye-bye.